the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, our west coast became a potential combat zone. The uncertainty of what would happen among these people in case of a Japanese invasion still remained.
What were the different parts that really stood out to you that you noticed, that really struck you? Different parts, and just make a list.
You can kind of see like the different things that they kind of used to inform the U.S. They got like the cutest kids, and they made it so it seemed like everything was fine, like life was all good there.
Like life was the same.
Like kids could go to college
and teach other kids.
And they played really weird music too.
Military music. Yeah, it was really weird.
It was upbeat.
The Army provided housing and plenty of healthful, nourishing food for all.
Pick one part. You're going to name it, and then you're going to explain it. And when I say explain it, I mean give as many different explanations for what it is as you can in that box. Does that make sense? Okay, what questions do you have? Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so which ones are we going to do out of the list that we came up with? Should I read it?
Yeah.
Our first one was, they said they weren't violating Christian decency. The second one is people were happy to go. The third one was that they sugar-coated their departure. Fourth one, people were treated well. And fifth, they didn't imprison like German descendants, and yet they imprisoned Japanese descendants.
What do we do number 2? The happy, people were happy to go, and...
How do we explain that?
That they're just like, they wanted to help out everybody else and leave and do them a favor, I guess. We're doing this for your own good.
Exactly.
They set the mood with the cheery music, and the people who were explaining what was going to happen seemed like excited about the idea of the Japanese moving.
Like waving goodbye to them, kind of like I can't wait to like go and have this fun life.
When later in the video, when they are leaving their homes and being evacuated, the soldiers and the media made it seem like, well, that the United States was doing them a favor and they should be in debt to them, and they were just protecting them.
Go back and look at how you explained it at first and think about if there are any other ways that you can explain that part.
I think for the Japanese people, it's more of telling them that this isn't like a bad thing.
Wasn't it for like the American?
Like a bunch of Japanese people are being interned, I'm so upset, and then this video comes in and says, hey, but they're going to be happy. They're
going to have work. They're going to be like, it's a way of telling the audience that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's like reassuring Americans, and then also like telling Japanese that they're okay.
So our explanations for the happy atmosphere were things like justifying their actions, maybe like making it seem casual or keeping the people like calm about it.
Justifying the government's actions.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But then we were thinking of alternative explanations and things that, since we know what happened, we wouldn't really consider. And one of the things we wrote down was that maybe the people were actually happy to go there. I have a bunch of relatives that went to internment camps, and one of them went when he was about 7 or younger, and his experience is very different from a relative that went there when they're an adult, and I think it just depends on your perspective and how you view things.
Getting students to understand why things happen in the past can be challenging, especially when those things are no longer acceptable to us today. Ask students to provide specific examples from the government newsreel to support their claims and to make their thinking visible. Key to the success of this activity is to get students to probe beyond the surface and to think about what else it could be. Encourage them to listen carefully and to think out of the box. The newsreel used in this activity was produced by Hollywood filmmakers and was shown in movie theaters across the country during the war.